Hello, everyone, and welcome to another live stream here on the channel for the Black Hood Crew. I am your host slash chauffeur, BHCxDark. Name is always there in the corner. And as always, you can follow along on YouTube and Facebook at the Black Hood Crew. You can follow along at my name directly, right there, on Twitch, Twitter, Steam, Trovo, TikTok, Instagram. It is Monday, October 3rd of 2022. And spooky season is in effect. Halloween is on the 31st. That is a Monday. And we'll see how this year's going to go. Hope everyone's already either started working on or already have their costume ideas. Still unsure of what's going to happen with Halloween this year, at least for myself and my family. But we shall see. Come on, people. Dude, how many people live here? It's like 18 cars wrapped around one house, and nobody uses the driveway. Ridiculous. Anyway, so we'll see. Today is Monday, and it seems to be a partly cloudy day. Some dark clouds, but not overly connected to others. So it might rain, it might not rain. But we'll see. Yesterday was a very decent day at work. Still not without its, issues. Usually plaguing from patients that are just terrible. Terrible people, terrible patients. So there's always that to deal with. Still no word on my personal thing that's going on that can either make this channel better or keep it as it is. So we will see. People. Anyway, so it is the first live stream here from the truck of this month. Had to put gas in it the other day, and actually it wasn't too bad. It took maybe a little more than $70. Even with the price of gas as it is right now, I definitely was able to go from where I was, which was near empty. Little light comes on, lets you know you're low on fuel. And this one, it's an actual written prompt, written notification that says, fuel level low. And this lady is driving like she's got nowhere to go. I do. So, I went to put gas. Fuel at that particular place was, I think, $3.07. So $3.07 a gallon. I went ahead and filled up my tank. Thought it was going to be more expensive, but pleasantly surprised it was not. So as it stands, I have what is mostly a full fuel tank. I did drive yesterday to work and back. Other than that, it's a mostly fuel tank. Mostly full fuel tank. So let's see. Is this person seriously trying to turn left here? I'm being nice, so you better move. It's good to be nice most of the time. I would say that there are times where being nice can actually be a detriment, whether it's to the health of those that you are helping or being kind to. Or detriment to your own physical or mental health. Because sometimes, like, it's good to be nice, but there are times where you have to weigh your options. Like, do I be nice encounter to, your own mental health, your own physical health, your own wants and needs? Do I give up something that might actually be important to me for the sake of being nice, being kind? Now, I'm not saying withholding that kindness is the same as being unkind. It's not. But do you instead get what you want and become indifferent to a situation or to a person involved in a situation? Or do you forsake that what you want and need for the sake of being kind? And I gotta tell you, like, nowadays, it pays to be indifferent sometimes. It pays to just not go out of your way to be nice, but don't go out of your way to be unkind either, So sometimes it pays to just walk away. Sometimes it pays more to just walk away, to just not care. Definitely helps for your mental health, because being nice all the time, being kind all the time, especially to those who otherwise do not deserve it, who have not earned that kindness. Yeah, I would say sometimes just walking away, turning your back and just going, sorry, I have other things to do, I have better things to do. I have to think of myself. I have to think of what I would go through in order to be kind. Like, what am I giving up? I know I've said before that it costs nothing to be kind, costs nothing to just be nice. Yeah, there actually is a cost. But it's more of a mental strain than a financial one, or even sometimes a physical one. Like, if you can be kind and it not cost you anything, which happens more often than you think, don't get it twisted, I say go for it. Because what are you really giving up to be kind in, say, that particular situation? Even small acts. Entering a building, holding the door open for somebody who just happens to be going in or out of a place you're already going to occupy. Yeah. In that particular case, what's a couple seconds? You just hold the door open. Have someone say thank you. And you will say you're welcome. And then go about your day. Yeah, situations like that happen all the time. Little things. Where you can just go, it's not actually going to cost me anything to just be a decent person. At least in this particular case. To go, hey, this person, little bit of help, holding a door open, not going to kill you. They accidentally drop something, picking it up and handing it to them. Again, in a situation like that, is it really costing you anything? Now, on the flip side, neighbor needs your help with something, but you have a prior engagement. Even if it's not overly important, this is something that you want to do, something that is a want more than a need. That situation, I'd be like, sorry, buddy, I'm late for something. Maybe something you want to do, but it's still something that's important to you. Sorry, catch me next time. Now, it's not outright rude, but you got to have appropriate priorities, especially when it comes to yourself, to your wants, to your needs. So sometimes having to tell somebody, no, sorry, can't help you, well, you got to do what you got to do. At the end of the day, you can't be effective in anything in life unless you take care of yourself first. That includes your mental and physical health. You can't drive yourself insane helping people, but then you're not doing anything to help yourself. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes you have to do these things. Sometimes you have to be indifferent. Sometimes you have to say no. Being kind in this situation would not be healthy for me, whether it's mentally or physically. You have to be able to recognize that sometimes being kind is not the right move to make, at least for yourself. Unfortunately, that's how it is sometimes. Now, if being nice, being kind, helping someone that needs that help would benefit you, like not directly, maybe in an indirect form, you'll actually gain something out of it just by being kind, then I say again, go ahead and do it. Be that kind person, do that nice thing, because you might get something out of it. Or if it's a for sure thing and you are going to get something out of it, go right ahead. I'm just saying, you got to look out for yourself. Be there for yourself. Or else you're not going to be there for anybody else. Take a break sometimes. Mental health days. Yeah. Take a day off and just say, I need a break. Sorry. This thing that's going on, I can't be a part of it. I can't be involved. I can't be around for it. It would be a detriment to my health, whether it's one, the other, or both, to be a part of this. I need to take a break. I need to check out for a bit. How you choose to check out, that's up to you. But everyone's been wound up so tight for so long. We all need breaks. We all need opportunities to just disconnect, to think about ourselves, to think about what we want, think about what we need, and what we're doing to get it. To get that which we want, that which we need. And it's not always something tangible. It's not always, the next dollar, the next meal, the next tangible physical object, whether it be useless or decorative. Sometimes that break, that mental health day, that checkout is what you need. Whether you know it at the time or not, sometimes that in itself is needed more than anything else. The ability to say, hold up, I'm going to check out for a day or two, take a weekend off, go do something, or do nothing at all. Like, I don't know who told you or who made you think that doing nothing at all, is wrong. Because those people are the most wound up of all. It's perfectly okay to do nothing. Let your brain rest. I gotta tell you, you'd be surprised how tiring it is doing nothing physically, but having your brain bombarded. It's tantamount to doing physical labor. You can be tired and have done nothing physical at all. You can be tired and not sweat a drop. You can be exhausted and have done nothing, or at least appeared like you've done nothing. The reason being is because you're mentally exhausted. You're mentally tired. You're mentally done with whatever happened or whatever's going on. And that's okay. What's going on, man? No, just talking about mental health, how important it is, how as important it is as it is your physical health. Eating right, hitting the gym, exercising appropriately, getting up and moving, super important. But you know what else is important? Taking care of this up here. Sometimes you just got to check out. Take a mental health day from work and choose to do nothing. Give your brain a rest. Like I was just saying, sometimes you can be absolutely exhausted and not sweat a drop because it's all up here. Sometimes it's okay to just check out, put your phone on vibrate, on silent, or hell, turn the damn thing off and just disappear for a little bit. Even if it's a couple hours, a day, a weekend, any amount of time where you can say that I can take time for myself, maybe not even to do something else, but just rest your brain, rest your mind. Sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes that is what you need. That break, that opportunity to just. You'd be surprised how much better you can feel after taking a day off and doing nothing with it. How prepared your mind is to then hop back in the saddle and do something. Whether it's going back to work, starting or finishing a project you have at home. Yes, absolutely. Outdoors is a great place to go. Disconnect from civilization. High rises, tall buildings, the noise of traffic. Sometimes that can get to you too. Sometimes being out in nature, the sounds of nature, hearing the wind rustle through trees is good for you. That opportunity to get out and again disconnect from the world, at least the modern world, and just do something else. Do something that will benefit your mind more than will benefit anything else. Sometimes that's all you need. A break. That proverbial checking out mentally. It's needed. Everybody needs it. Doesn't matter if you're at the bottom of the totem pole, whether it's at work, in society, or anywhere else, or you're at the top. And this is including everyone in between. We all need breaks. We all need that mental checkout. Anybody that tells you that, you work hard, you put in long hours, and you sleep, 3-4 hours at night, if that, and you gotta constantly hustle, and no, that's not what life is about. Life isn't about the constant hustle, the constant go, gotta get stuff done. Yeah, maybe in the short term it leads to some success, but in reality, all you're doing is burning yourself out. Do you really want to be that guy who, is, 50, 55, 60, hustled all his life, finally gets to retire, and drops dead when all the fatigue catches up to him? Because that's what happens to people like that. They don't know what to do with themselves after they finally get that break, that opportunity to say, okay, I'm finally done. And what happens? Your body can't handle the relaxation and they just drop. Whatever ailments they didn't have before suddenly starts springing up. Exactly. Video games, great stress reliever, and that's what, some of them are. I'm not saying all games are like that. There are people who take video games to a competitive level. You have, your people who do the fighting games, first-person shooters, tournaments for Fortnite, Apex, or whatever the hell. And that's good for them. But sometimes playing a game that just brings everything to a screeching halt helps. Like, again, this is one that I mentioned before. Stray is a great stress reliever because it doesn't ask a lot of you. In fact, it's more of a casual game, even though it is a major release. There's actual people that put time into this thing, making a great looking game, but it doesn't ask a lot of you. It doesn't give you too much to do. You're literally just a cat doing cat things, but by doing cat things, you're progressing a fairly interesting story. But it doesn't ask a lot of you. And the few times that the game does ramp up that stress level, it's maybe from a dial of 1 to 2. Once those sequences are done, which they're short, boop, back down to 1. You're back down to a super low level, super relaxed sense of gaming bliss. And sometimes that's what some people use it for. And that's perfectly fine. Whatever it is you need in your life, whatever you want out of life, to de-stress you, to calm, to bring you down from the hectic lifestyles that some of us live. I say do it. Just do it safely. You know what I mean? Like, if your stress reliever is, jumping out of airplanes and skydiving, okay, that's perfectly fine. Some people do de-stress, at, 15,000, 20,000 feet. That's perfectly fine. I'm just saying, make sure you're safe when you do it. That's all. De-stress, disconnect from the world, disconnect from everything, but in a safe manner. Because the last thing you want is you being so relaxed that you don't see the bus coming. You go to cross the street and boom. You know what I mean? De-stress in a safe environment. De-stress around those who you feel comfortable with, feel comfortable de-stressing with. Sometimes you do it by yourself. And again, perfectly fine. Not going to tell you no. Not my place. So, I've arrived at work. I am just about finished getting ready, putting on work badge, phone charger, stuff I need to get through this workday. So, we're going to go ahead and cut it out here. I will be back again tomorrow, 3:30-ish, for another episode of me driving to work. As always, you can follow along on YouTube and Facebook at The Black Hood Crew. And then follow along at my name directly there in the corner, BHCxDark, on Twitch, Twitter, Steam, Trovo, TikTok, Instagram. Unfortunately, those last two I do not have live privileges on, but we'll get there. I do have a to-do list. If anything, I will go ahead and talk about that tomorrow. But I will be back again tomorrow, 3:30-ish, right here. And until then, be safe, be smart, and be excellent to each other. Take it easy.